Hey everyone, it's Allie, and today I'm super excited because I just figured out how to convert Cricut Joy cards so that you can make them either with the Maker or the Explorer. So not too long ago, Cricut decided to update their software, and so now if you don't have a Cricut Joy machine, you don't have access to the projects. But I'm going to show you how you can hack it and get around this. These are some of the cards that I've made so far. It's super easy, super quick, and the best part is you're gonna have the image in your design space, so you can save it, you can customize it, just as if Cricut had given you the project. So let's get started. So we're gonna start by finding a project, and I'm here on the home page, and I'm gonna click on View All next to the Cricut Access down here. And before you start your search, you'll need to make sure that the machine setting is set to Cricut Joy. So up in the top right hand corner, my machine is set on the Maker because that's what I have. And so I'm just going to change it to Cricut Joy. And now I'll be able to search for the Joy projects. And I'm just going to type in card. And that'll bring up all the different cards that you can make. I'm just going to choose the balloon card here and click Make It. Okay, so now your screen should look something like this, where it has the image of what would be cut on the Cricut Joy machine if we had one. And I'm just going to go down here to zoom in so it's a little bit easier to see. And what we're going to do now is we're going to capture this image so that we can upload it into Design Space. And we're going to be using an app called the Snipping Tool. And it's already on your computer, so you don't have to download it or anything. You can just open it up by clicking on your Windows button, either on your keyboard, or you can search for it on your computer. So down here in the bottom left, and you can just type in SNIP, and what we're looking for is this right here, Snipping Tool app. So you can just click on it, and then go ahead and click on New, and now we're ready to select our picture. So next we're going to select our picture by dragging the box over the image. And you'll want to get close to the edge, but you don't want to select the entire picture, because what I found is you'll get this black border and then you'll have to erase it later, so it's just easier if you do it this way. That looks pretty good. And so once you do that, you can just click on File, Save As, and I'm just going to save mine to the desktop. And once you have it saved, you can just close out of everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and open up a new project in Design Space. So now we've opened up a new project in Design Space, and we're ready to go ahead and start making our card. And the first thing we have to remember to do is to change our machine back over to the Maker or Explorer. So mine's the Maker. And now we can go ahead and import our picture that we saved from earlier. So over here on the left hand side, you're going to click on Upload, Upload Image, and now you can just drag and drop the file in here. And I'm going to minimize this so I can access the picture. And I'm just going to drag it over like this. And there it is. So now there's 3 different options for selecting image type. And you'll want to click on the simple option, since ours is just a really basic picture. It has 2 colors, nothing fancy. The other ones are for more complex pictures, which we're not going to worry about right now. So I'm going to click on simple and then continue. And for this part, we're going to remove everything that we don't want. And we're going to use this wand up here to select and erase the part that we don't want, which, if you look at the picture, is kind of this lighter gray color. So for this picture, since it's really simple, everything's connected, it only takes 1 click. But if you were to have a more complex picture, this part might take a little bit longer. But that looks good for now, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Continue. So now it's asking us how we want to save our picture. We can either save it as a print and cut image, or we can save it just as a cut image. And so for this project, we just want to save it as a cut image. So I'm going to select it and hit save. And now I can see that it's saved here in my recently uploaded images down here. And I'm going to select it and then click Insert Images. Ta-da! There it is. Isn't it beautiful? And now we're almost done. All we need to do is go ahead and add our background and our card insert, and then we're done. To make the background for our card, all we need is a square. So I'm going to go over here to Shapes and then click on the square. And we need to change the size, so I'm going to click on this unlock button, and then we're going to change the width to 8.5 inches and then the height to 5.5 inches. And if you want, you can lock it back up so you don't accidentally change it. And then I'm going to go back over to Shapes and insert a score line. And then we're going to bring the score line over to our card, and then we need to drag it out so it's long enough to fit the card. And then I'm going to select the entire thing, and I want to center it, so I'm going to use the align button up here and then click on center. And then I'm going to select the whole thing and I'm going to attach it down here at the bottom. So now we're going to make the last part of our card, which is the insert that goes behind the card. And I'm going to go back over here to Shapes and insert another square. And we need to change the dimensions again, so I'm going to unlock it. And this time I'm going to change the width to 4 inches and the height to 5.25 inches. And I'll just lock it back up again. And I'm going to change the color so that it doesn't cut on the same mat as the card. And it doesn't matter what color you choose, just as long as it's not the same color as the card. There we go. And so now we have all 3 pieces that we need to make our card. And at this point, it's a good idea to go ahead and save it so that if you want to make other cards, then you can just use the same template and you don't have to start over. And I'm just going to save. So now we're going to finish up by bringing the image over to our card, and I'm just going to resize it first. So I'm going to select it, and this time we want to keep the ratio the same, so we don't need to unlock it. I'm just going to change the width to 4 inches, and now we can bring it over. Oh, it looks like the image is behind our card, so we want to bring it in front of our card by right-clicking and picking Send to Front. And now it should be in front of our card, so we can bring it over. And we want to center it as best we can on the right side of the card there, just like that. And once that's done, we can select the whole thing and just click on Attach. And voila, there it is, our finished card. Now all we have to do is make it. To save a little time, I've already pre-cut all these cards, and while I'm putting them together, I just want to mention that this is my first video, so if you found it useful and it works for you, please like it and share it with your friends to help me get started. Also, if you have any questions or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. You can just leave me a comment in the comments below. But oh, look at that. Isn't that great? What I really like about these is that they're so quick and easy. I can make them in about 10 minutes or so. It's just really nice if you don't have a lot of time, or maybe you have a last minute occasion or something. It's just nice that you can still give a card that you made and not have to run out and buy one. I make a lot of different cards. I love making pop-up cards and box cards especially, so hopefully I'll be uploading some of those for you guys to see soon. But that's our last one. There we go, all of them. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time.